change, we remain. Introducing the Art for Change podcast gang. The intellectual Mr. Sapiosexual. That's all you gotta do, be you. Montana Cobain pulling up in the truck. And Lady Alba with the glamorous power touch. We stream live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Soul Food Sunday, Motion Monday, and Therapeutic Thursday. And some days in between, switch it. Subscribe and bell on so you don't miss it. But if you do, we on repeat on every major podcast application. Interviews galore and more. Y'all know the situation. So book your seat when we turn up the heat with your Art for Change.
Yes, y'all. And we are live. What's going on, art enthusiasts and change makers? Hey, yes, y'all. It's another episode of Art for Change podcast. Today is Take Two Tuesday, and I am your host, Mr. Sapiosexual, and my co-host in the building.
Come on now. You already know it's your boy BU, because that's all you got to mother do is BU.
Yeah, man. And the queen in the building of the show, Lady Alba, what's going on, love?
Hey, first of all, BU, I like how you flipping these little different looks on us here. Yeah.
Gang. Hey, what they say? Gang.
Wait. Let's clarify that. Gay or gang?
Gang. Gang.
Okay.
Go ahead, yes, get her now.
Right.
Yeah, ain't no other.
Hey, hold up.
I just didn't know which way it went.
Clarified.
Yeah, that's all.
We gotta get to the bottom of this before we move on. Like,
there you go. Listen, y'all, though. Back to the question at hand. Lady, I was good. Tired, yet delighted.
Yeah.
My wings are broad, and I expand in my bandwidth. You understand? That's it.
Respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
How was your weekend?
Woo, a busy weekend. It's been busy every day since my dad being in the hospital, out of the hospital. It's a whole orchestra of play every day. You understand? Not just from him personally, like whatever, dealing with his personal needs, or if he bellows for me, it's the whole orchestra of setting that foundation of things that will void for him now that he became this sick. And like, you definitely need it. So it's a lot, but that's where I'm delighted in it. I'm exhausted in it, but it's okay. It keeps me busy. And then the aid, we got an aid. The aid is not here, obviously, on the weekend, but Monday through Friday. But it's new for this week. So it's still a lot of tweaking to do on the agency side, But yeah, it is what it is. So that's my weekend, trying to get rest, but he bellowing, or I call him Chewbacca. He don't know that. I told my son. I said, what is Chewbacca saying? My son, when I first said, he said, what? Chewbacca. When you hear that, that's Chewbacca, Star Wars. Find out, Woody, are you okay? What is it? Yeah, but such is life for me right now. We can't hear you, mister. You're on mute.
I said, but the upside of that, on a positive note, last time I spoke to you about your father needing aid, there was no aid there. looking at the cup half full, at least it sounds like now, changes is being made to
Absolutely.
release some weight off your shoulders. Absolutely.
Yes, definitely. And
So that's
even with that, because I've started to experience that with the aid here. So now, okay, something's off my shoulders. But then you're still sitting in the space to where you gotta listen to everything, and hope that, and not feel also bad that you're just like free for the moment, literally. But so that's another adjustment I'm accepting as I just said that out. Those are my thoughts that I said out loud here to you guys, to not let those thoughts take over, because that's really in a negative space, to just understand. But you can just relax and let whatever be. You're muted again.
we can only control what we can control.
Hey, you like to hit the nail, huh? Couldn't just let me relax it. Thank you. True indeed. Facts.
Absolutely. I pray that God grant you the serenity. Be you. How was your weekend, brother?
I'm lit. It is what it is. Hey, I had like
Why you lit? What got you lit?
What's the song that's like that? I'm thinking of the song about lit. Isn't it a song?
I know we gonna make one, but anyways, yeah. I had a chill.
We got you lit.
I had a. Oh, we gonna get there.
No, he said we gonna get
there. Yeah.
It's not the drugs from the hospital, right? You don't have no more stash of that.
Oh,
right?
Them shit's been gone.
Okay.
Them shit's, they either sold or took it. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh no, be you? You ain't no hustler. Stop it. You ain't no hustler. Stop it.
I can sell salt to a slug. Hey, I'll let you know now. Nah, but I had a chill weekend. The reason I'm lit is because I am lit right now, actually, but I get to go home finally. I ain't been home since November.
Yeah, before Christmas.
Yeah, so I go home. Hold up. I gotta see if she might be watching me. I go home this week. It's a little surprise or whatever, and I'll be home. I'll be home for 5 days. And
look, whatever what you just said right now, for a woman, I'm gonna say
she gonna do her
I
research.
never met. She gonna be at. She got a chair by the door right now.
Yeah, I already know.
Waiting, like he ain't trying to tell me when, but I'm gonna be right here when it is. When he comes.
I already know. So yeah, we do that. It's the twins' birthday. My small little twins, it's their birthday. Okay. So just pop up. I ain't see family in a while, and like I'm lit right now because I'm trying to like stay up all night. I got a 7:30 a.m. flight, and so I want to just sleep through the flight. So I got to be up at probably 5. Airport right there, in Vegas. So yeah,
How
I'm just trying to. The flight is 4.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the flight. If I can sleep through a whole fucking flight, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
but you different, right? In the sense that I'm thinking, I know I'm gonna go home in the morning. I'm getting on this flight to get home tomorrow. That I haven't been there in some months, so I'm gonna get my rest so I can make sure I'm good and refreshed to get on this flight or get ready to get to this flight. You the opposite. Like I'm not gonna be lit. Yeah, you the opposite. Because if I some people, what I'm saying, to get lit before this happens, they thinking like I can't do that because I ain't gonna wake up.
Oh
So
no.
you different
Hey,
on that aspect.
I could get lit 2 hours before work and I'm getting up. But yeah, nah.
Discipline. What's that called? Discipline. I say. You got another name
Yeah,
for it?
nah, that's a good name for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Important
and
too.
then yeah, so yeah, it's the twins' birthday, and I just want to have a good weekend with them and everything. Well, all my kids,
Mm-hmm.
but like I'm gonna be with all the kids, but it's for the twins' birthday as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mister, what
Mm-hmm.
about you though?
We can't hear you.
My weekend was good. I had to work this weekend, which was a good thing because I was off the beginning of the week because of the weather. The snow kept us
Mm.
from work a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of the week before and the beginning of this week. So, beginning of last week, should I say. So, over the weekend, we got to get that money, get in it.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Sunday,
that's right.
yeah, Sunday night, I fed my animals, and last night I fed the rest of them, and everybody ate. So, yeah, I feel like a small accomplishment. They say ball pythons are challenging eaters, so that whenever I get all my snakes to eat, it's always like a little small accomplishment, small joy, if you will.
Mm.
I've
Nice.
been seeing on your TikTok, and like they've been like grabbing a lot quicker now too.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I've
Mm-hmm.
been
sir.
seeing it. Yeah, they've been grabbing it a lot quicker.
Yes, sir. Like you can see that the animals are comfortable.
Hmm.
And for people who've been following my animals page, you can see the progression of the animals. Like you can vividly see how they developing and how they growing from the first videos we posted to current videos. Like, you can see the
Yeah.
progress. That's dope for me too. And it's a small joy for me because like they growing with me every day. So I don't I don't notice the progress as much versus when you get to look back and you're like, damn, she was that small. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or if you're from the outside looking in, like me, looking at you growing with your animals at the same time, you know.
right.
Yeah. That's
Absolutely.
amazing. And not just you growing with your animals, but you said how the animals are obviously growing with you
Right.
and being
Hmm.
acclimated to you. That's amazing because most of us don't think about reptiles in that way or looking for that or knowing that because most of us are man's best friend, which is the dog, or we have cats, and we get to know that from them. And even that's amazing because I've always been a cat and or dog owner for many years throughout my life. So, and I am deep in now more than ever. But as far as a cats and dogs owner, but that's always amazing. Yeah, when I see the growth in them and their growth meeting my humanness, and which then sometimes that exchange that they give to me makes me, oh, now I gotta grow to whatever for their to meet it, to match, or to give back to that expectation of what they are giving. We don't think about that with reptiles. I love that.
Absolutely. You ain't saying nothing wrong.
Hmm.
You ain't saying nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
That's exactly it. Today is the third day of February. February is known as Black History Month. So we're gonna take a small little minute or two to appreciate his greatness. And so it's been 100 years of celebrating Black history. So we got a
Mm.
little clip for y'all, and then we're gonna jump into some topics, if you will. Also, we're gonna discuss the Shakur fight this weekend. We're gonna discuss the Super Bowl coming the following weekend. Um, but right now, we're finna talk about a little bit of Black history. If that's all right, y'all. I know who that man is. How we used to dress.
From our earliest days, Black history has been American history. We're the slaves who carried the stone to build this White House. The soldiers who fought for our nation's independence. African American culture has profoundly shaped American culture in music, in art, literature, in sports.
Through dance, they have told the stories of who we were, who we are, and who we can be.
Still dancing at 106.
And during Black History Month, that's really what we celebrate. We celebrate the people who have shaped our heritage. We remember those who struggled for our rights and our freedoms, and we reflect on how far we've come and how much farther we have to go.
1 month a year is not sufficient to celebrate the power of a movement. That's something that we have to do, each and every one of us, every day, living up to their example, then handing it on to our children and our children's children.
How appreciative it is to say that we were alive to see the first closest thing to that we're gonna get to an all-black president. How magnificent!
Yeah,
is that? Imagine the people, you know, your grandma's age, who got to see the marches with Dr. King, the boycotts, and imagine someone of that era able to witness Barack being sworn in. Inauguration.
Yo, I don't have to imagine it. I have a mother who was in the march with Martin Luther King and her sister who just passed in the march, those sisters together. I only have to imagine them actually, their footsteps.
Yes.
But I was told the story. So I don't have to imagine as far as the knowledge, the knowing, and what is close to tangible for me. It's important. That was an excellent video that you chose to play.
You all right, Lady Ellen?
Yeah, I'm all right. To hear what Barack was saying, it brings the emotions to me. And definitely the fact of what the slaves went through and how we need to keep carrying. It's torch to torch, torch to torch. It's the forever marathon that we see in the Olympics, in the races. They get to the Olympics, those shows it that they pass the baton to make it to the win. And just like in the Olympics or the marathon, there becomes someone after that win today, this year, there becomes someone else who wins it more because they beat your score.
Yes.
It is what that is for our culture. And Barack and Michelle Obama, I love that. I've never seen that. And I'm emotional because it's important.
Tears of joy.
Yes. If we don't do that, what do we have to do? We have to recognize our win is not the overall all at once, Whitney Houston big picture.
Right.
How they talked about the sports, the dance, and how we become to win. Yes. It's not, you can't be dismissive of that because you want to win and not be treated like a nigga. But over here, they are winning. There's plenty of doors that we have to break through. And our ancestors gave us the torch to do it.
Hey,
They gave us the torch to do it.
yes,
They didn't
ma'am.
give us
What
death to do it.
we can say,
They,
nigga.
yeah,
All right.
they many of them died to accomplish the doing. So it's significant. And then going back to when we said what is significant, and I said of Barack Obama, it's significant. Why are our children fighting with us? The torch is a necessity for you to take, to learn it, understand it, receive it, take it. If you want to put it in your pocket after you take it, you do what you want with it, but don't never throw it away. Because you're going to come back around. You're going to gain more understanding of it. You're going to have to use it. None of us is saying, I think, as this new parents and as we evolve, I'm not taking your life and your choice. I was a why kid. My two oldest sisters couldn't dare ask why. Can I go to the store, mommy? Say no. I'm why. My two older sisters, 7 and 9 years old than me. Oh, what the heck? What's she doing? 7 and 9 years old. But so I'm not taking that away. But what I want you, before you want to give yourself that you are deserving of, you got to grow to it. Stop fighting with your damn parents so you can understand this torch that I have. And I freely, wholeheartedly live my life to give it to you. I'm done. Black history.
History. All right, going into our first question of the day for Black history. It says cultural impact. How has African American artists, writers, musicians influenced American culture, identity through history? Throughout history. Anybody want to tackle that?
It influenced. So I mean, it influenced bad and good actually. So like, I know this wasn't the curve we was gonna take, but like we gotta acknowledge both curves. It influenced bad and good history because it influenced like the growth of the Black people. But it also influenced jealousy of the growth of Blacks looking at Blacks. That comes with the saying, what do they say? What you're doing good, but what? Not better than me. So there's influence, like, and like I want people to understand, all influence isn't good influence. Like, all influence isn't good influence. But there's greater influence with the good influence. So, you know, there's strength in numbers. So, you know, it's a perception type of thing. It's how you look at it and everything. But yeah.
In music, for me, it's for Blacks, it's a lot of growth. I mean, we are the seed of music.
Yes,
We are the
definitely.
seed of music culturally, you know,
Yes.
historically. So it's influenced a lot. It's influenced us, and without making a long story of it, how can I put it? It's influenced us in our totality individually, from your head to your toes, from your blood to your veins, to your heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean,
It influences us.
look at like rappers who came from nothing. Like think about rappers who came from
Right.
nothing. And
Right.
then like, you know, they came from nothing. There's rappers who came from nothing and stayed the same way. But there's rappers who came from nothing and tried to like change
Exactly.
the whole community.
Right.
You know.
And also musically, not just rappers, I'm gonna touch more on that too, but any musical artists, it's like some of them if not all of them, I could say, are part of the front line or the first to do, or let me, because there's always some of us that's like have our dreams and aspirations and desires, but for whatever reason are hesitant to go, or maybe don't have the resource to connect to go from young. But some of us that did and do and still will and do, those are our examples. Like, so that's, those are front line Black people that become part of our legendary historians that look what I can do and so can you. Some of them have really poured into outwardly from their artistry, their talent and gift to let the culture know that. Rappers, I come up, my time as a teen was when rap was happening, just beginning. African Bambaataa in the Bronx and Sugar Hill Gang and Smoothie G Underground, but had the first, really had the first wax record, and in the area I grew up in Queens Village, I was surrounded about a lot of them. I'm not gonna name call because that's not the point here like that. And I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna name drop. But and and it wasn't my thing. It was just in where I lived and the next neighborhood over. But it became part of my life with the man that became my boyfriend and then became my husband, because his thing was all about music, artistry from when we were teens. You understand? So those rappers gave a lot and they changed. They curveball the hell out of what we knew to be and brought something to us that we didn't even know about, They kept curveball after curveball, and some of them paid a good price, unnecessary price, sold their souls or whatever because of the industry, and some of them stood tall and strong and gave into it, even still maybe while selling, but for a reason, a purpose. From the beats to the lyrics to the hustle to all of that, golden. So yeah, a big influence.
Okay, Mister, what we got?
Absolutely. I piggyback off Lady Alpha. African American artists, writers, musicians have profoundly shaped American culture. For instance, just think about the Harlem Renaissance in the 1920s. Saw a flourish of Black literature and artists. Langston Hughes is from the Harlem Renaissance. Zetta Fitzgerald, Zora Neale Hurston. These are just and they just challenge the narrative, on Black excellence, on Black intellect. Then you got every music genre, such as jazz, blues, hip hop, all have originated from the Black communities.
I want to piggyback off what you just said, Mister. First of all, Langston Hughes, I did a report on him back in high school. Actually, fucking phenomenal dude. And then I went to school. I went to college, and I stopped. Like I didn't fuck about that after college. But then I found it's this author named Ben Harper, and it's called A Letter to a Young Brother. Any Black person needs to read that. I don't give a fuck if you do what is it, audio? What is audiobook? Where you listen to it? It's audiobook, right? Yeah, audiobook. Yeah, but A Letter to a Young Brother by Ben Harper. You need to listen to that, read it, even take notes, highlight stuff, and that's a great book about young Black men and the struggles of Black men and Black men doubting themselves, all that, doubting themselves, Black men are strong, but when you doubt yourself, you're weak. You understand that, right? Yeah. So when you doubt yourself, you're no longer strong.
Wow.
So, yeah. People need to look. Hey, A Letter to a Young Brother by Ben Harper. Yes.
There you go. There you go.
Hmm. I'm
Um,
intrigued, BU.
my brother is recommending books. So, The Ignorance of a Negro, Booker T. Washington.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's a book that all African Americans should know.
Hmm.
Hey, and I got the paperback. Hey, that's how you know it's real.
Yeah.
Because nigga, I don't read. What the fuck?
Speaking on Langston Hughes, I did I Am to an American, which is a Langston Hughes poem for a 6th grade talent show. And that's what got me into doing poetry, Langston Hughes.
Wait a minute. You've been writing since 6th grade?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, come on now.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
This fool been doing
Wow.
all kind of. Hey, he been doing it all since I known him. It's been 20 plus.
Nice.
At this point, it's 20 plus
Nice.
years.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. You know
Hold
what I'm
up,
saying? There's an artist that has a line. It says that if you want greatness, give me about an hour or something like that. You know what I mean? And I got over 10,000 hours in this. So they say 10,000 hours make you an expert. So I'm a one up that artist and say a line and say, look, if you want greatness, give me 5 minutes.
All right. But let me clarify. I'm laughing while you're talking. Now that you didn't let go before you started talking. He said, hold up. He counting on his fingers.
No, I was counting on my fingers.
Count on
Like, I knew him like this. Yeah,
that
it's been
just
like 20
intrigued me.
years.
So that's what I was laughing at. But
No,
Mr.
like
Yes.
Mister, it's been like 20 years with us. Like literally.
He was digging for that. He saw, hold up. And you
I was
start
trying to count like,
no, I see him. He's still going like this.
when did I not like him?
Yeah. So the whole scenario is deep. And Mr. You, that's a good point. And you're on point with that, what you said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Civil rights movement. Moving right along to question number 2, ladies and gentlemen. It says Martin Luther King. It says, what was the key strategies in the philosophies like Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X during the civil rights movements, and how did they approach it differently?
Well, Malcolm X was more aggressive.
Yes, any means necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't disagree with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But all right, so did Martin Luther King and Malcolm X get along with each other?
I think they did.
So why not have both sides?
Yes.
I think they did.
They did.
So
There's
why
no
not
think about
why
it.
not have
Well,
the aggressive side and why not have the smooth side?
Right. I think you needed both.
Yin and the yang all the time.
I think you needed both. I think you needed Malcolm X and you needed Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? For everything there's a positive and a negative. You know what I mean? A good and a bad. You know what I mean? A good cop, bad cop. You know what I mean? So I think what you get with Malcolm and Malcolm X is Malcolm X was very fucking intellectual. One could even argue that Malcolm X was more intellectual than Martin Luther King.
But go ahead. I'll pause.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Right.
One could argue. One could argue.
Okay.
One could argue. That doesn't mean that wasn't me.
We're gonna get poetically profound with us.
Never once did I say that it was law, but of course, I digress on that. But one could argue when you listen to interviews and to listen to how articulate Malcolm X was, one can argue that he was of a higher intellect than Martin Luther King. Now, we didn't say that Martin Luther King was not an intellectual man. Of course he was, absolutely. But if you look at the interviews, like they both was very witty, intelligent guys. But Martin used more of the political terms and terminologies to discuss and to communicate with our white counterparts. Malcolm,
Mm-hmm.
he was using words that the white people didn't even know. So that was my thing when and why I said that, you know. And I believe that both men wanted the same thing, and just like they just had different philosophies on how to get there. Martin Luther King said, you know, we're not gonna get nowhere acting a fool like them. We have to, you know what I'm saying? We have to rise above them and kill them with kindness. Malcolm X was like, hell no, fuck that. That motherfucker spit on me, I'm gonna spit on him. Matter of fact, we're gonna spit on all of them every time they try to spit on one of us. You know what I mean? Until they realize that we not giving up. You know what I mean? So like, so Malcolm X wanted you to have a consciousness of your own. Malcolm X wanted you to be a free thinker, and a radical thinker. And Martin had a message of togetherness. Martin kind of wanted more of a socialism. He wanted everybody to get along. Malcolm X was like, nah, we were made to be divided. Let's just be divided. We're gonna take care of us, let them do them. But if you're gonna do anything, we want the same just do. And if you're gonna do unto us, we're gonna do unto you. That was his philosophy. That's his You know,
all right.
I think Malcolm X appreciated segregation and it felt like we thrive better in our own communities than when we integrate.
All right.
Wait,
So,
BU, let me jump in. Let me
go first. Let me go first. This is gonna be quick.
Okay, because I'm trying to hold on to my thoughts here.
I know you're holding on. I see you tingling and shit. But I would have been motherfucking Malcolm because hey, let's just get this shit over and done with. Like, yo, let's get this shit over and done with. Like, divide. Hey, you know, divide and conquer. Hey, whatever. That's what they're doing to us. Whatever. But we go our separate ways. I love that, the aggressiveness, and like you said, like Martin went the soft way. Like J. Cole and like the whole situation like that. But
that's not the soft way though.
But it's to me it's a smart way.
It's of a higher intellect. Okay, listen.
It's a smart way, yeah.
I'm Martin and you Malcolm. And this is how they blended, and this is how they worked. It's the yin to the yang. So from Martin's perspective, you know what I'm saying, I can understand Martin's perspective because it's like, what do we gain mimicking their behavior? What do we gain following their antics? Anything negative is only going to produce more what? Negativity. So the only way that we're going to win is if we lead by an example. We have to show them something different. They ain't never seen nobody come with love. They ain't never seen nobody extend with grace. So let's show them that. Let's show them that even though they put us in chains and they hung us in trees and they burnt us and they raped us and they breed us, let's still show them the type of class act of people that we are.
Hey, that's a great answer because that's change, art for change. That's a great answer. I ain't got shit to say to that. That's actually a great answer. I had something before that.
And let me tell you another thing, brother.
Yeah.
It takes a mighty man that know that I can put my hands on you and hurt you severely and restrain myself in your ignorance. Let me say that again. It takes a mighty man to know that I can hurt you with ease and yet restrain myself for your ignorance. Do you understand?
Yeah, because what do I get out of that?
What do I get out of it?
If I already know, like,
what benefit is it for me? That looks like I'm the bully.
Yeah, what the fuck I get out of that?
Okay, listen, if I give in and give y'all everything and I respond in the way that y'all say that we're gonna respond, and we respond malicious and vicious, the way that they say that we are, then all that does is see, look, they're being the prime examples of what we told you to be concerned about.
Mhm.
And that's what Martin was trying to get us away from.
Can I get something in here, gentlemen?
Of course, Lady Alpha, go ahead.
BU, I like the word you chose to start, that he was aggressive. Because the world for many years, and maybe still now, I just don't follow the like what the world is saying all the time like that. They called him Malcolm X militant.
No, he was aggressive.
Which means a whole different thing.
Yes.
Militant is an attack. When you're militant, you're trained to do that. Zero-sum game, zero tolerance. These are the rules, the laws. It's regimental, militant. Malcolm X was aggressive.
Yeah.
I like that you chose that word. Why? Because he was passionate about his people, his culture. He was passionate about it. And he had a message inside of him that was given to him, gifted to him to be the Malcolm X he was and is, to deliver it. He was intelligent enough to know that whatever he had and to deliver that, he needed to also be educated and listen to those before him. And according to documentary, from what we know, and you know, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King had a good relationship. Malcolm X could and so did him and Farrakhan. Malcolm X allowed himself to learn. And that's significant, because for a person to do that, you're being vulnerable and sometimes not knowing even what you have in you, your task that will be your task. But you just in that position, just absorbing. Sometimes in contrasting, because that's how we learn it too.
Yes.
Through the contrast, through the challenge. But he still stayed in those steps, and that impression and for him is to learn. Which taught him how to use what he was given to use. That contrast to the opposite end of the spectrum from Martin Luther King, the Reverend. Basically, Malcolm X is ready to come into the ring like, hey! Martin Luther King is coming in a different way with his aggression, because he was aggressive too. Just a whole nother level of aggression.
Yeah.
No, not a whole nother level, a different type of level.
Okay. But the yin and the yang got to learn from each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
To put forth their yin and their yang.
Yes.
Because now let me just top it off with this. I think this is something profound. It's profound for me because as I'm listening to y'all, I just thought of this and this topic. The tree of life. It was a whole different life for Adam, and then came Eve. God created for them until Eve took the fruit from the tree. That created the yin and the yang. We have to live with that.
I think yin and yang was here before that, because you got night.
It might have. Hey, everything. Look, as far as I'm gonna tell you that everything was there. Everything was there before that. Everything, but only God knew that everything was there before that.
All right, what you got to say, Mister?
Adam and Eve. Let me just finish off what I'm saying. Adam and Eve didn't know this. So the yin and the yang was already. It became. And it's purposeful for us to keep the balance and understand the balance. It's our challenge. It's part of our plight. It's how you deal with it, how you respond to it, how you learn from it. It's not always about how do I fight it. That's it.
Respect. I respect that. Moving right along to historical figures. Which lesser known Black historical figures have made significant contributions to science, politics, or social justice, and what can we learn from their legacies? Do any one of you know any lesser known historical figures?
let me just sit in my vulnerability and somewhat ignorance of it. I know, and woe is me. I cannot call the names,
Yeah.
but I know. But the knowing is not imprinted where I can call the names like that.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
with that knowing, I've learned more up to my age now because of documentaries coming out. The first Black woman flyer and the first Black woman's with the planets, and I mean, I've learned more, and I'm still so. Yeah, it's significant, and it's been hidden from us or not talked about until now. Things are coming out.
Yes.
And I apologize again that I cannot call a name, but I may have to do my due diligence after this.
Hey, call him out. What the hell? What we got going
I
on?
can't get it. No, I can't. It's not here, BU, for
Oh,
me.
I
But
thought.
I can
Oh,
see
I
it what
thought you
I've
were
watched.
scared.
No,
Oh, I
I
thought you were
can't.
scared a little bit.
I can't recall the name.
All right, Mister, what's your answer?
Sorry, y'all.
Okay.
So for me, I know most people don't know that a Black woman created a security camera. Surveillance was created by a Black woman.
See.
GPS was created by a Black woman.
I never knew that.
The first cell phone was created by a Black man. The first cell phone in America to use was created by a Black man.
You gonna give us some names?
Now you didn't name drop, but you want
I
me
know.
to.
Maybe you do. Maybe you can do better than me. I'm not trying to.
Look how these people do you, boy. I'd say, look, it be your own kind, boy. I'd tell you.
Maybe
Yeah.
your brain is operating better than me, man. You're younger than me, so listen. You know.
Yes.
Hey, he said it be your own people.
Nah, I ain't them
Uh-huh.
people. I'm like your mama. You got a younger brain than me, son. What's going on? Name drop.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, tell me their names. I'll drop them.
Her name is Gladys West.
Okay.
Gladys West is her name. She is the Black woman who helped invent GPS. Miss Gladys West.
Okay.
Her mathematical.
The mathematician. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I
Yes.
believe I watched a documentary on her, so that's one of the name that I couldn't drop because my brain is right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it the astronaut movie with Taraji?
It might
No.
be.
You talking about
Is it
Hidden
not?
Figures?
That was a good one, though.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
That was a great movie.
And the surveillance lady. Oh, let me pull her up too.
Yeah. Unbelievable. And with Gladys West, if you don't mind me saying, because I Google to just help my knowledge. I love knowledge. She wasn't and highlighted. I see she wasn't the sole inventor, and I'm not trying to attack into what Mr. said because Mr's gonna say he gonna repeat like he did already his way that he didn't say so. But I'm just letting y'all know that for those who to not have the ability to take that elsewhere. She wasn't the sole inventor, but a key contributor to its development. Miss, I think you frozen. Be you where you at? I'm the only one I can see moving. Be you, there you go. Mr. Must be. Yeah, oh, not anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Key
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A lot of times they won't give us the credit that is due,
Right.
and I let that be.
I, I, I hear you. See, he just did it again, y'all, because he came and said, "Okay, yes, am I froze? Oh, not anymore. Okay, okay, yeah, key contributor." And then he said what he just said. I digress.
I agree.
Ooh.
Hey, without keys, can you open up doors?
Ooh. Unless you got the unless you
Yes.
got the magic pinky.
No.
Without keys open up doors. Right? If something is locked, you need a key to get into it, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's
Without
right.
a key contributor, could it get done?
I hear you. I
All
hear
right,
you.
we're gonna
That's right.
digress on that. It be your own folks, Bo. Boy, goddamn, boy, you can't tell you that we did nothing, boy. You got you. Hey, Mama, I created this project at work. And little sister, but well, hold on, Susie, wasn't she your helper on the project? What, but it was still my
Don't
project, was it
look.
not? Was
Don't
it not
minimize me. Don't minimize me.
my
You don't have to minimize me to tell the story.
project? Exactly. All right, now, moving right along to current issues.
You
How does
froze it.
contemporary movements such as Black Lives, y'all can hear me? I'm good. Am
Yeah,
I frozen?
now it was paused for a minute.
Okay, I'm sorry. How do contemporary movements such as Black Lives Matter draw on the history of civil rights activism, and what challenges do they face today?
How does the what?
How does
Contemporary?
contemporary movements such as Black Lives
Mhm,
Matter draw on the history of civil rights activism, and what
mhm.
challenges do they face today?
I want to say it definitely drew strong from the civil rights movement because Black Lives Matter, when that sprouted and how they moved in the movement of that, was very synonymous to the civil rights movement. The whole scene and what you saw, whether you were out there boots on the ground yourself or just through the television, you know, and also the response that collectively that they got. I don't want to sing like I'm sing outside of Black Lives Movement, but of what was given, let me say it that way, from that movement. Very close to synonymous, not close, synonymous. I'm gonna say with that word to civil rights movements, what they experienced, how they moved in it, how they organized it, what they would do. I think one of the major differences is from Black Lives to civil rights is that we saw some other ethnic people in there in the mix. Well, the civil rights movement, I can't say that I from learning in documentary that I've seen that like that at all. Strongly, like I saw it, Black Lives Movement. But the responses to coming at the movement was the synonymous to civil rights and what they received from brutality or chaos, just straight out blatantly dismissiveness. I like the little mural that they put Black Lives Matter. I forget what city it was. The one in New York and then maybe in Washington or something in the street. And then whoever came out somewhere after that and just figured out, oh, we need to wash this shit away. Like what? You know? So it's a real disrespect. I have a different thought and mindset and position as far as things that what we have to still fight for, which is same things of the old, just a different look or and slightly different. And how I see it to be different than the old way of like the civil rights movement. But I did notice with the Black Lives Movement, like, it's such a disrespect because everyone's entitled, if they need to have their movement. The only reason why people can conjure up to have an individual or collective outside of the schoolyard movement is because the schoolyard is not accepting us. So we have to do something. And so it's such a disrespect when that system that has created really the movement to come. Like, what were y'all thinking? What do you think people gonna do eventually? So, and then you want to disrespect the movement. Just disagree with the movement and stay in your boundaries. Because we had to for too long with ours. That's it.
I got a question for you, Lady Albert. With that being said, what have you done? Like, because you know, like we're in two different ages. What have you done to like promote that?
I have done little peekaboos throughout my life, and been in my as well. One thing when I told you about the foil, beating the cashier with the foil, that was a real thing, and I really felt it from the like the girth of me, because I couldn't understand. Did you hear what my mother asked you to do with her groceries? She's paying for this. And you just slinging them down, and we gonna go home with broken eggs, this and that, or whatever. And you can't do that. So I had that. I had other things that I acted on or reacted in a way that I couldn't articulate at that time until I became a well-seasoned woman to know that I am an activist. So now what I'm doing is just what I'm doing here. This is right here tonight. A number one example. Now what I'm doing is anytime I'm walking, if a car is over the pedestrian crosswalk, I may stand side by side with the car and just look at them for a moment. Just like this. Till I get enough of absorption and then say, you're in the wrong spot. I do it in all kind of ways. It's no boundaries in pollinating. Okay. Supermarket, different things for the betterment of us, because we are washing away the fabric of our foundation. And when we're doing that repetitively, our fabric is no longer good. That's it.
Mister.
Yes, I agree with Lady Alba. And piggyback off of her, contemporary movements such like the Black Lives Matter has drawn historical content, very similarities because it had the same fight, you know what I mean? Because civil rights was fighting for police brutality and, you know, systematic racism. The Black Lives Matters was voicing and speaking and doing public demonstrations for police brutality and civil and systematic racism. So they had the same fight. So there's a lot of similarities in the two. And I think that, but you know, the backlash that and the misrepresentation that the Black Lives Matter movement got was because people, I guess, if they wasn't Black, they felt excluded. Like Black Lives Matter meant that nobody else lives matter too. No, Black Lives Matter just meant that it appears that no one else realized that, you know, our lives matter too. So we are also saying like, look, you know, if this issue was happening to a counterpart that did not look like us, it would be widestream media. But because it's happening in our communities, it's hidden and not talked about. You know what I mean? So that's what we mean when we say Black Lives Matter.
Well said, well explained.
You know, a lot of us know that, you know, if it was, you know, we hate to put it in this perspective, but if it was, you know, saying a white young boy gunned down in the police, you know, in front of the news, you know, it'd be public outrage, just like we all were outraged about the white lady getting shot in the face publicly, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then that was doing all type of demonstrations because of it. You know what I'm saying? It's me. The whole government right now is being held up because they can't agree on bills because of it. You understand? So I have to. We can't help but see that this is what we mean when we say this happened to us all the time. This is why we say Black Lives Matter too. God damn it. So I think that's the backlash that Black Lives Matter has gotten. And then the misrepresentation by saying, oh, look at these people looting and rioting, but not understanding that even if these people were looting and rioting, you have insurance claims on the things, and those are tangible things that you can return in a life you cannot get back.
Mister, I think.
Hold on, Mister. I think you just said something that you don't realize you said it's really deep. And you said Black Lives Matter, right?
Right.
You also said Black Lives Matter too.
Right.
Those are two different things.
Yes, sir.
And that's deep.
And that's why what I was going to connecting with what you saying with that, BU. He said it so well, and we needed more of Black lives to speak it the way he just did here tonight, as Black Lives Matter movement was building.
Right.
Because you have to understand, back to what did we talk about tonight? The yin and the yang.
Right.
And in the middle of the yin and yang, you got a lot of which way do I go, George?
Yeah.
And they just go for what they think is right, or the majority is going, but they have no understanding.
Disorganized.
Go.
Hey, you know how I saw this problem? And shouts out to AJ. So there, AJ.
Yeah, shouts out to AJ.
Hey, shouts out to AJ. Damn, I feel bad for what did I do it or you did it? I did it. Yeah, I did it. So, but that's my best white friend. I told him.
Wait a minute. Black History Month, and BU got his best white friend. Is it the only white friend?
He's probably one of three.
Okay, there you go.
But
for centuries, many of us have been the only Black friend. So you just open the door for me to kick that in.
I see what just happened. I see it.
Thank you very much.
Now we're here. No, but and then I have conversations with him, and I get to the bottom of shit. I'm like, all right, so how do white people think? Shit like that, and we go back and forth, and that's my best white friend. I got three of them, but he's the best. I probably talked to maybe him and Antonio maybe the same amount. I don't know.
But why can't he just be one of your best friends, or will he ever graduate to that for you? Because your mindset, not about him. Just for you and how you identify to him. Can he just be one of your best friends instead of putting
Black History Month? I'm talking about my
All right.
Yeah, that's
there
fine.
You go.
Yeah,
I digress. Okay,
so since it's Black History Month, that's my white friend, and that's my nigga too.
Oh wow.
No. But
wait. Can he say that to you?
Yes.
Oh.
Only to me.
Oh, okay. That's deep.
Only to me, and he respects it, and no hard R. Yeah, no, none of that. It's just
okay.
Yeah, it's an understanding. But what I get to is there's a time and a place and then you deal with certain people a certain different type of way. That nigga, and I'll call him my nigga. That's my nigga. but he understands like what we're going through. And then I talk to him and I ask him questions like, yo, what do like white people think about this? Like, or because he's like super white. And I'm like, I'm just black. But yeah, we go through those differences and like
Somebody
my
asked
best
the question. The only body is Mr. What is super white? Please. What
you
is super
said super
white?
white?
Yeah, he's super white. What is super white?
Super white is like front desk white. Like,
Huh?
he's like front desk white.
Oh.
He's like, is it what is it called? Flamboyant?
Oh, is it close to privileged? The super white that
Yeah,
no,
like
I'm
he
privileged.
has
You're not.
yeah. He
Oh no, am I wrong with that? I don't want to.
not well, yeah, I'm privileged, but not that you're not type, but yeah, I'm
No,
privileged. Super
okay.
white.
Like uppity, like bougie. Those the words you want to
Bougie
use?
white, but want to get in with the black crowd, but don't care.
Hmm.
Okay. All right.
It's Asian.
Continue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's Asian. But yeah. But I forgot where I was going with this.
We do it without even thinking. I do it without even thinking. You know, we all do it without even thinking. But do we all realize that that's programming?
I do.
Yes,
I do for sure. I know that.
yes.
You know, it's programming to
Mhm.
say that white man, that Mexican man, that Chinese man,
Right.
that black man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why not just Paul? Why not just that man at the job? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Why do you have to distinguish which type of fellow?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why can't you just say a scenario and allow a person to determine what John looked like based off how you talk about John?
That's it. I know it, Mister. To add on, the program is so deep that when I listen to different things, I hear some people, and I'm gonna leave it at definitely Caucasian people. I don't mean to say it this way. I really don't want to say it this way. I'm not racist or anything, but it was the black guy.
That's where
What?
you fuck up when you
Just
say
say
I'm
it
not
or
racist.
don't say it.
I'm just gonna
That's
say
how
it. I ain't
deep
gonna
the
lie to you.
programming is. They haven't learned that this is a programming. Like, you can't even let that go because you're so programmed to saying that. But what you decide to do with that program is to give it excuses and still go along with the program. Are you kidding me? It's deep.
Yeah, I point fingers at no one because like I just spoke on, you know, we are guilty of it. But you know what I'm
We
saying?
are.
Like I just want, you know, all of us, you know, and my listeners to realize, you know, it's a lot of programming or deprogramming that we must do, you know,
Right.
to elevate to the best version of ourselves.
And
I love everybody.
yeah, and unfortunately, fortunately, the unfortunate side is that you realize, damn, I got to do this work all myself if I want to elevate
Yes.
into this being that I don't even know yet.
Yeah.
But something that sparked me that is more to me. Now I got to do the work myself.
Yeah.
That's kind of, you feel that unfortunate space and place about that because that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, yes, ma'am. But I want to use the word unfortunate space because I feel like you don't appreciate nothing unless you work for it. If I give you $1,000, you'll be quick to spend that $1,000 on whatever the fuck you want to spend it on. But if you had to work all week for that $1,000, you're gonna be real careful how you spend that $1,000.
I agree, but that's why, and the way my intention is to put it the way I put it, unfortunate / fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
The unfortunate part is we just don't know no better. We're programmed,
right?
And it takes work, and like, I don't want to do this work. That doesn't feel like a fortune to me. Right. You know, I feel like somewhere in an unfortunate space that's pulling me or letting me know something that I'm good here. This is what I know, if it makes sense. But the fortunate side is it is your fortune. You're fortunate to be propelled to have that experience. You're fortunate because everybody might not get that. I don't know. We don't know. Only God knows. But we can search through his scripture and see what he says. Because there are many are called, few are chosen.
Yes,
there you go.
That's scripture. Yes, ma'am. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Moving right along, we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl coming up, man. Who's gonna be in the Super Bowl? Be you?
Seahawks.
He got that right off.
Who are they playing? In the Patriots?
They're playing the Patriots. I already talked to Marshall today. Marshall should have been on this podcast for me to talk shit to him. I talked to Marshall today.
Seahawks and the Patriots.
Yeah, Seahawks and the Patriots. Seahawks got it. All right, that's my pick. And I mean, it's plausible. Like it's like.
So is this the Super Bowl coming up Sunday? The final game, or this is the start of the Super Bowl?
Yeah, this Sunday. No, it's this Sunday.
Super Bowl only one game,
and that's what the Super Bowl is. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Right now,
Seahawks.
It's the playoffs. Where it was the playoffs. And
no, it's just the game.
That's well, I was speaking like what graduates to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yes, I got you. Mm-hmm.
Lady Alva, if you were responsible to choreograph and orchestrate a halftime show, what would your halftime show look like?
Oh,
and who would be the artist you have headline?
Oh my goodness. That's a hard decision for me to make. Like, it would literally take me time to figure out, because I like so many artists and so much different genres. But I'm gonna let being off the top of me, and not being a football, that's not my sport. I'm not fanning about that sport. I respect all sports, but I do peek into it and wind up getting into it when I'm amongst family that's watching the Super Bowl and all that jazz, or even during the playoff season. But what just came to my mind as you asked me that question, because I'm like, Billie Eilish. For her to perform at the Super Bowl, her and her brother, Phineas. And that's all we need. That's all we need. A little choreograph before she comes on is cheerleaders. I'd like to see that.
Cheerleaders?
More. Yeah, the cheerleaders. Yeah, cheerleaders. Okay. And do a nice little set. Not all of this, what the world is today, twerking. No, just real cheerleading support. For the team. Real cheerleading. Not twerking cheerleading.
You say real cheerleading, not the twerking.
Real cheerleading, not twerking cheerleading. Yeah. Not look like we at the club that's outside with the poles that we can't see. Real cheerleading. Yeah.
I like how put that.
Hey, and then the performance, and I'm gonna say Billie Eilish and Phineas, her brother. Yeah, I like that young lady a lot.
Same question for you, BU.
My answer will be I'm gonna change the game. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Change the game.
I'm gonna change the game. I'm gonna do like 85 South type vibe, but it's gonna be Art for Change on there. And then we do our vibe there. You gotta change the game. It's time to switch it up, actually, to be honest. It's time to switch up the Super Bowl. If it was up to me, I would switch it up like every year, because you got options and everything. I would bring us on there. and bring a whole different vibe. Like, and still have a performance, but like maybe half it, and then we do our vibe, like 85 South type vibe, and then we do our vibe, we vibe out, and get with the crowd and all that, and then enhance ourselves. That's what I would do.
Hey, sound like a plan to me, my boy.
It's different, and it's different. It's different. Nobody's ever said that.
And no one ever said that.
Nobody can ever say what you say.
Yeah.
Yes. Be you over there being himself. I now. For me, man, if I could orchestrate what the halftime show would look like, what artist would I have born? You know what? You know what? You know what? I think I'm gonna go just like BU. We're gonna switch it up a little bit, then we're gonna have a praise break. Have a praise break. We're gonna have some Diedrich Haddon, some Kurt Franklin, the Clark sisters. Yeah, we're gonna throw it back.
All right.
Fred Hammond. Yeah.
Keep it going.
Yeah, Tamala Man. Yeah. Yeah, I can think
Hey,
of
crazy thing
That's
is,
good.
you naming all these people, I probably don't
That's
know their
good.
names, but I know their songs.
but you know they song, and that's all that matters.
That's good, and I'm gonna say to me, and so excellent, because isn't that what a lot is missing in our sports arena?
Absolutely.
Mm.
Kyla Carr. Yeah. Tasha Cobb. Yeah. Man, it'll be a phenomenal.
That's an explosion.
Show.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal show.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Let's get the people who will be rocking on some positivity and praising the Lord. Imagine if the whole world said Jesus at one. The whole world makes how powerful it is. Listen here.
I think we all might fall out like domino effect and just be down for a moment until we get back up. We're looking at each other like, what?
Hey, what they say, we fall down, but we get up.
Oh, so perfect.
Hey, I be doing. Hey, hold up, I be doing some shit now.
All right now.
And I never even thought about it in this context, how you just put it in there. Like literally.
I be knowing.
Profound.
Yeah.
Woo.
Donnie McKervin, we gotta have Donnie there too.
Donnie, oh yeah, Donnie, yeah, Donnie. That's Donnie. We fall down.
I've seen that song. All right, Lady Alba, man, we done took up money for these people time. Could you run through the celebrity? But before we go through that, we said we are gonna talk about one topic, so let's talk about it real quick. Also, it was a fight over the weekend. Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. It was a good undercard as well. Man, how did you think about that fight, BU?
You get out my space. Get out of my space. I feel it already. He in my space.
Jersey against New York.
Hey, they got beat up, bro. The whole fight.
Yeah.
And he got beat up. But I mean, they both stood on business, but actually they both didn't stand on business. He got beat up, bro. I had to take that back. All right, my bad. Just delete this out the podcast. But yeah, he got beat up.
He got beat up.
Bro got beat up, bro. Like, but they respected each other. And I love that. It's all about respect at the end of the day. It's still a sport. And it's all about respect at the end of the day.
Yes. Yes. I mean, it was good. It was an entertaining fight.
Yes.
One-sided, absolutely. I expected way more from Teofimo Lopez. I have my own opinion about this damn boxing shit nowadays. When a fighter looks nothing like he's ever looked, maybe Shakur is just that good that he made him look so subpar, or maybe there's some big wallets involved in guys taking
It
it
was
easy.
one-sided.
Yeah,
it was
and,
one-sided.
and guys may take it easy on the other opponent because they're getting paid not to be more aggressive.
Yeah, that shit was so one-sided, bro.
Yeah,
All right,
I don't know, but whatever.
I got a question. I got a question for you, Mister.
What you
You
got?
think he could? You think he beating Davis?
Javante?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Javante get hit a lot, and Shakur doesn't like to get hit. So Shakur stay away from him for 12 rounds and keep putting that jab in Javante's face. Javante will lose that fight, but he won't get beat up. He'll just get touched all night with that jab because my boy got the best jab in boxing right now. But between him and Devin Haney, the boys got some beautiful jabs, man. And
Yeah,
but Shakur's the other night, unless brother got paid to lose, man, listen. Unless that brother got paid to lose, if he did not get paid to lose, and Shakur just made him look that mediocre, in that regard, if that is the truth, if that's what it actually is, if that's the hard facts about the pudding, then then it's nobody in that boy weight class that's gonna beat that boy.
I get what you're saying, but the aggressiveness of
Shakur,
Davis. Putting and the hard body punches and the hard
yeah. I mean, I got to see it. Because after this fight that I just witnessed, there's nobody stopping that jab right now. And Javante don't mind taking a punch. That's how he fights. So that means
but
that
who did he fight that's equivalent to who did he fight that's equivalent to Tank? That's hitting him.
Who did Stevenson fight? That's equivalent to Tank?
No.
He just fought.
No, Shakur
to Stevenson, that's the same person. His name is Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah. So who did he fought?
He just fought Teofimo. Teofimo is pretty athletic, bro.
That's equivalent. Nobody's equivalent to Davis.
Nobody.
That's a trick question.
The person he just fought was his most athletic and best opponent to date.
Is he equivalent to Davis?
The closest thing in their weight class.
Yes or no?
The closest thing in their weight class. If it's yes or no, then it's no.
Yeah, okay. So, nigga, nigga, yeah, I hit you. This body, this nigga's hitting. Yeah, he jabbing and he gonna jab you.
But the thing is, your boy is hard to hit. If he don't want to get hit, he's not getting hit.
Yeah, I get that because he got fucking Floyd Mayweather in his corner.
Shoulder roll.
Yeah.
He got that shoulder roll from Floyd.
Yeah.
Damn, boy. He showed me the other night. He got that bitch down. And he got it down enough to where he comfortable to stand in the pocket and exchange and not get hit. That shit was beautiful to watch, brother. I have to admit. It was beautiful to watch. But I mean, if you look at Tito and you look at Shakur, I mean, Shakur is more marketable. So, I think it may be some money behind the shit to me to make that boy look a little bit more polished than he may actually truly be. Because I see
also, I'm listening to you, Mister.
Because I seen him in the other bouts where he and he was fighting lesser opposition.
Which one you saw, Shakur or?
Oh, I'm sorry. I've seen Stevenson and
Okay.
in other bouts fighting.
Stevenson is not the fight he wasn't in the ring the other night.
Shakur Stevenson was the guy who
Oh,
was fighting.
okay. See, I can't Shakur. I'm just okay.
Yeah, Shakur Stevenson
Okay.
has been in other bouts with fighters
Mm-hmm.
who were not on the caliber of Tito, and they made those fights look more challenging. So it's just surprising that a person with the caliber and skill set of Tito, who you would favor amongst these other guys that Shakur had fought, and some of these guys.
Well, Tito is the one who held the belt, right?
Not no more.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
I know that. I know, but I said held.
Yes, Tito was the one who had the belt.
Right.
And Tito has fought some of the same opposition.
Right.
And made them look subpar too. So
right.
It was just funny to see Tito go in there against Shakur and look
mediocre.
Look mediocre. Look like an amateur against an expert, compared to some of his other opposition who couldn't even, stand in the ring with Tito. I just think that was.
Let me jump in and piggyback off of that. Because I'm a boxing fan. I like the sport. I love the sport. But I stopped when our last legend, according to me, which is Tyson, bowed out. When Tyson just recently did his exhibition fight, because that's really what we all get called.
Which was trash, yeah.
No,
yeah.
That's why I said his exhibition fight. I when I heard, I'm tuned in. If I hear Tyson again, or anybody, I'm tuned in. So all the in betweens and since and historical, not taking away their what they do, because it's awesome and their accolades, but I'm just not tuned in like that. But because of Art for Change, and I know you guys were talking, we're gonna have this conversation, and again, because I'm a boxing fan, so I made sure I did my due diligence and I watched the fight. And it looked like to me a toy soldiers fight. And that is not enough to keep me to participate in the viewing of this match. It's just not enough. Y'all look like toy soldiers. Would somebody do something, in other words? Like you, mister, and the point you raised, I was feeling and sensing and thinking the same thing. In my mind, I'm like, hold up. I don't understand. This guy has the belt and he ain't doing much of nothing. Is he scared? I'm trying to read him literally through the screen, getting close to my screen. I think he's scared. He's scared of this dude, Shakur. I think he's scared. Toy soldier fight. You got the belt. You got the title. I don't know what you're doing. Shakur.
You're fighting.
I just see all of a sudden his opponent, what's his name? Lopez, or he the one who got the belt?
Yeah, Lopez. You said
Lopez. His eye is all effed up. Like, now, wait. Now, meanwhile, I'm multitasking in between, right? So, okay, so I see that. Damn, what happened? I missed something. Let me stop multitasking. Let me just stay right here. Shakur's jabs, you can't even see them. You can't even, you can't see it coming, and you're barely seeing it make the contact because he's already drawn back. Oh, that's what I'm like. Oh, shit. This kid is super technical.
All right, so I got something to say to both of y'all. Missy, you said, oh yeah, Shakur was trained by fucking Floyd Mayweather, and him versus Davis. Davis was trained by Floyd Mayweather as well.
Why are you stuck on Davis? Can we just finish out Shakur and Lopez first?
That's done. It's done. No, I got it because I
I'm just
had to
saying.
go back because Mr. was like, yo, he was trained by Floyd Mayweather, but so was Gervonta Davis. Trained
So
by Floyd
you want
Mayweather
to
as
match
well.
Davis with Shakur, and you think Davis is gonna
Yeah.
win? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, I
Yes.
gotta look at Davis. I gotta you inspire me to
Yes.
pull up some files on Davis
You better pull them up. They both
because
were trained by Floyd Mayweather, like both
okay,
of them.
okay.
So I didn't want to stop Mr. earlier. I wanted to, but actually I did want to stop him, but I didn't. But yeah, they both were trained by him,
Okay.
Mister.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they both were trained by Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta and Steve.
Absolutely correct. Yes, sir. No argument there, brother.
Yeah, so
And see, that's why tennis, you can't have the coach can't have two players that they training, that they coach.
but they
Can't
eventually
do it.
they eventually gonna run into each other, maybe, most likely.
But styles make fights. Gervonta is a come forward fighter. Shakur Stevenson fight totally different than Gervonta. Even though they both were trained by the same trainer, they don't have the same fighting style.
Yeah,
And
but I mean,
if I'm training two fighters, I have to play to your strength. So I have to tailor my plan to fit you. Versus a fighter who does this, I may have to tailor my plan to fit him because these are his attributes. I have to tailor my plan to you because these are your attributes. Like if you're left-handed and you're right-handed, y'all getting two different techniques. Y'all getting two different talks. So even though I'm both of y'all trainer, you're not getting the same thing.
Exactly. You just proved my answer. I gotta tailor to your strengths, but I also gotta tailor to your weaknesses.
Right.
So the best fighter wins at the end of the day.
Right.
Because like I gotta, I'm training both of y'all. Like I'm training both of y'all separately. I know you're good at this, which is what you just said, and we're gonna focus on what you're good at. But we also gotta focus on your weaknesses.
Hey, after the way he just made Tito look, man, I don't know, man. I ain't never not back to hell on Gervonta, but look, them people putting a lot of money behind Shakur, so I got to put money behind them too.
That's Vegas. I'm in Vegas right now. that's the Vegas. That's where Vegas gonna put money behind, you know. But yeah, but like, bro, like, yo, strength, like with Gervonta Power, and they're both training with the same person, and Gervonta Power with Floyd Mayweather fucking defense, you can't beat him. There's no.
Okay, so are they gonna have a fight together eventually? Is there talks about them meeting in the ring?
No, we hope so. That's what we're hoping.
They're in a similar weight class, but you talking about a pure boxer versus a boxer fighter. Gervonta Davis is a boxer fighter. He's a come forward volume, trying to get you out of their fight. Versus someone who does not care about the knockout. He just cares about scoring points. He is a very more technical. So he's not going to make it a dog fight. He's going to make Gervonta run around the ring, and he's going to throw that laser lightning jab in his face and touch him all night, and the judges is going to say that it was a sweep. I don't think he beats Gervonta up. I don't think he knocks Gervonta out. I think he outpoints Gervonta.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what in this case, because now Shakur has the belt. He don't want it. He took the belt. What should his next
Yeah,
fights look like? Should he be waiting technically, or should he own the belt, go in, boom, 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 you out? Are we going to say the same thing about
He-
Shakur that I have said and you agree, Miss, about Lopez? Like, you got the title. What you doing?
Right. He's a high defense fighter. He's a high IQ fighter. So I don't see none of the up and comers giving him a challenge really. I think the only person that does, have a puncher's chance is Gervonta Davis, just because we know Gervonta Davis has knockout.
Yeah, and Devontae Davis has that hunger to come in like the eye of the tiger. He come, but still, my point. What is Shakur gonna do? He gonna hold the same position,
He's
his
probably gonna
technical
be
fight style, and wait for
and wait for that jab to be a free open to pop that jab in it.
So to me, this is what I'm saying. I did say this and think it and say it to myself while I was watching that fight. This is a curve of boxing changing. Like a lot of sports have the evolution. Like one thing out of what tennis, definitely the power, and then the strategy of it, the high IQ, having that more. Because now maybe you don't have the strength, but your high IQ can win you the match. Basketball, that now they want to win a game by 3-pointers. So the way I watched that match, I'm like, oh, this is the curve happening right now of a different a shift of a different style of fighting coming from Shakur. But the titled one that's in the ring with him, he don't know what to do with that. He's scared. So it's interesting. But will it sell enough if Shakur now he's got the title to be in the ring and just be technical? Because he gonna wait. His technical aspect is waiting for the opponent to come at him. Where for us, definitely the traditional boxing, you got the title. We waiting and looking for you to go in.
All I got to say is David's been waiting on niggas to come in.
Oh boy!
Like you got to work your way up to him. So where you going? That's all I got to say.
That's what
you got to work your way
right?
up to Davis. So what we talking about?
Right.
Practice.
Right.
David's been practicing.
Right. Like, well, I'm gonna watch it again. You really inspired me with that to do that, because what I do hear what you saying is Davis is not coming from what Shakur is. Davis gonna get in the ring and he's a challenge.
That nigga's a beast.
You saying Shakur don't have that like that, because Shakur is like the
possum.
Got
it. They both got it, but I choose Davis over Shakur.
Okay.
But, yeah. They both got it. Like it could go either way, but I'm choosing Davis. Like regardless.
Okay.
Like,
I don't think
they both trained by the same person. And I know you brought up defense, all that power. Those hits are gonna hurt, Mister. Those hits are gonna hurt. Those jabs, jab. Yeah. They both were trained by the same person, like defense, like Yeah, you didn't see that with Davis in his other parts because he didn't have to fight nobody like this guy. So he didn't have to dodge jabs like that. But he knows how to. He just didn't have to. They were trained by Floyd Mayweather. That's what I'm saying.
So you think Davis has more power in his hits than Shakur?
No, it's obvious. No, he does. I mean, I'm pretty sure Mr.
He has a higher knockout ratio.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying too, Mister. But yeah. I don't think.
I mean, power meets speed. Usually, when power meets speed usually wins.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson was numero uno, number one example of power and speed. When power meets speed.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say that about Muhammad Ali too, though.
Muhammad Ali had power and speed.
Yes.
Dang.
Mike Tyson came in the ring with his power. Fuck the
Yes.
speed.
And Buster Davis.
Come on, motherfucker.
Davis was a
Yeah,
Down.
but y'all not talking about the times when he was on drugs during those fights too.
Why do I
We're
need to
not
talk about that? Why do I need to
That's
talk
not
about
relevant.
that? That doesn't
That-
support
that-
my.
that pays-
That has
that
nothing to
pays
do with
into
my
it.
point.
Yeah, yes, it does. That's a lot.
How? Tell me how. So you say
What do you
he
mean?
doped
How?
up to give him the power? That's what you say?
Yes.
Oh, really? Really? Where's the proof? Where's the
Have
proof?
you not? Do you not watch?
No.
anything?
I watch a lot. Where's the proof? I'm asking you.
What I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying.
relevant.
Like, yo,
And what's
Here
your
we-
point? Even after that.
here we go.
Yeah. Yo, here we go. It's Black History Month. We ain't breaking down and knocking down our icons at all. Definitely in
No,
Black History Month. But I ain't doing it no day unless I have proof it or he or she done did something real bad that I can't even stand with you no more.
Hey,
Like,
how
I'm
can
compromised.
how are we knocking black? How are we knocking
My
down black
point
people?
that I made about
when
Mike
we're
Tyson,
only
you
talking
said he
about black
doped up.
How we knocking down?
Because
Like,
when I made my
we're-
point about Mike Tyson versus power and speed coming off of what Mr. said, yo, you talking about, well, don't forget about the times he was doped up. What you talking?
Yeah, and that's when he took his losses.
And I asked you. So now you give the answer. I didn't
Yeah,
need to
that's
go
when he
down the
took his
merry-go-round, though. But that's
when he
what I
took
asked
his
you. What you
losses. That's
mean?
when he was most vulnerable. That's when he took his losses
Okay.
because he let it get to him. Yes.
Then why you couldn't say that from the beginning, BU? Why we gotta do this dance?
Yeah, I like the dance. I like dancing. I like to tell you.
We are Black history, aren't we?
I went to school with people like you, Lady Alva. I ain't
Damn,
gonna
you really flipped me on that. I was the guns was partially out
But
the little
what I'm
hole.
saying is, like, he took his most losses when he was doped up, but he had
Okay.
everything in him to win.
Good point.
He had
I
had
stand to be
everything in
corrected.
him. Like, he was still Mike Tyson, but everybody knew, like, yo, he should have won. Doped up.
All right, BU. I respect that, and I respect. I understand that. I respect how you did that
I like that.
because that was dumb.
you like how I did that. You like how I did that.
I sure do. I respect it. That was golden. You had me. You had me right in the loop. Woo!
Y'all
What
finished.
you want me?
You can run through the fun facts and celebrity birthdays.
Absolutely. So, hey guys, this is February the 3rd, and we are in Black History Month. And I'm going to read to y'all about fun facts of art and historical events for this day in any year. In 1908, the first major exhibition of American artists known as the Eight was held at Macbeth Gallery in New York City. February 3rd marks the birthday of Norman Rockwell, 1894, a beloved American illustrator known for his depictions of everyday life. We know him well. The first edition of Eric Carle's classic children's book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar, was published in 1969. Nice. In 1959, the tragic plane crash that killed Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and J.P., the Big Bopper Richardson, is referred to as the day the music died. Yeah, that was a lot. Ooh. The Royal Academy of Arts in London was founded on this date in 1768, promoting fine arts and artists in the UK. In 1977, the first major exhibition of Andy Warhol's work opened in London, marking a significant milestone in pop art. What's the question? What's the most iconic thing you guys would say about that Andy Warhol illustrated?
I'm not too familiar.
It's actually two, I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna go with the Campbell soup. When he did that, the secondary is the stop sign. He made it more bolder for sure, and maybe something else with it and how it's written, the stop sign. Yeah, he illustrated that.
Oh no, hold on.
Learn something new every day. I said we learn something new.
Yeah, but hold the fuck up. I think the stop sign saved more lives than the fucking Campbell soup. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Well, that's a fact, BU. That's a fact.
I ain't gonna lie. But we can continue.
All right. Where did I get significant milestone in pop art? Okay, number 7. February 3rd, 1984 was the date of the first digital art exhibition showcasing the rise of technology in art. The first online art auction took place on February 3rd, 1995, revolutionizing how art is bought and sold. In 2000, the 10th season of The Simpsons premiered, showcasing its cultural impact on art and entertainment. The Simpsons was something. I didn't want my kids to watch it. My two, I only had 2 at the time. Like, you can't watch that. The father didn't listen to me. I saw my husband and my daughter watching it. Like, they're such terrible. It's a disgrace. Stop it. But okay, last but not least ever, the iconic album Meet the Beatles was released on February 3rd, 1959, changing the landscape of popular music. All right.
Hey, learn something new. Thank you for those fun facts and celebrity birthdays, Lady Alba. Before we get up out of here, something positive to leave for the people.
Free your mind and the rest will follow. Don't be colorblind. Meet your tomorrow. I don't know if that's the actual lyric, but I'm adding that on. That's my piece.
Hey, I love it. BU, what you got for the people who get up out of here, Brad?
All right, so my twins' birthday tomorrow. I'll see them tomorrow. I'm gonna pop up on them, surprise them for their birthday. Shouts out to my twins, boy and girl. They don't even know Daddy coming. They got gifts over there, in the back corner over there, somewhere back there. But yeah, shouts out to my twins. Like, I ain't seen them since November, actually, honestly. So I gotta pop up on them. And they don't know. Nobody knows. Their mama don't know. Nobody knows. So yeah. And I love y'all. I love both of y'all. I love all of my podcast family. So yeah.
Love you back, BU, for sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Real shit.
For sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Arthurs and Change Makers, man. Hey, listen, man, we appreciate you for rocking. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell a friend that Art for Change is in. We are always looking for artists and professionals to come lock in with us, have an interview, showcase their artistry, their talent, whatever gift that God gave you, show it out. That's what Art for Change is created for, man. So I want me some instrumentalists. So people who play different type of instruments, lock in, get in our DMs. The official Art for Change on Instagram is a great place to reach us. Yep. And also be looking in for the future because we're gonna be coming to cities doing live pop-up podcast shows. Yeah. Shit finna pop up, man. 2026 is finna be Art for Change pop out year.
Let's get it.
Yeah, man, for
Yeah.
sure. Don't forget that we
All
are
in the
live
game.
on Mondays. Right, exactly. Don't forget that we are live on Mondays, on Thursdays, on Sundays, and sometime in between the week, like we did today. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss a show. We usually go live on 9 p.m. Eastern time, but you never know. Sometimes we go a little early, especially if it's catered to the artist. We have a few guests that will be coming on this month, so you don't want to miss some of the fantastic shows that we got lined up for you. Peace of love, gang. Until next time, don't forget to Art for Change. Here we have.
What call that do?